What's up, guys? Rick here with your first look for this week's Wells Fargo Championship. Obviously, plenty more content to come this week in the way of a DFS preview on Monday, a betting preview on Tuesday, live chats throughout the week as well. But I like this little Sunday appetizer. Start to turn your attention to the new event as your lineups or your bets might be toes up. They might be done for Sunday. So hey, let's see what's going on in next week's event, and that's the Wells Fargo Championship. This event, all things considered, fairly young on the PGA Tour. It only dates back to 2003, and it started as the Wachovia Championship. Remember that? Remember all the times that bank has changed hands, right? First Union, Wachovia, Wells Fargo, probably a couple of other things in between, but now it is, of course, the Wells Fargo Championship, and it's been played at Quail Hollow every single year except for one. That was in 2017 when Quail Hollow hosted the PGA Championship, so they moved this event to Eagle Point, and it was Justin Thomas who would go on to win that Quail Hollow PGA Championship. Winners of this event, specifically, there was no 2020 event, so another one of these events on the schedule where we don't have a 2020 defending champion, but in 19, it was Max Homa. That's right. Max Homa got in the winner's circle for the first time in his career. 2018, Jason Day. 2017, that's the non-Quail Hollow year. That was Brian Harman. James Hahn won it in 2016, and in 2015, Rory McIlroy won it for the second time, becoming the only two-time champion of this event. He also shattered the scoring record, 21 under par. He also won by 7 strokes. That's the largest margin of victory this event has ever seen. So Rory McIlroy going to potentially try to enter this week with all those good vibes, try to add a third Wells Fargo Championship to his resume because he is certainly in this field. More on that in just a second. And you're going to get about $1.4 million to the winner if you are able to take this tournament down on Sunday evening. Quail Hollow, it's a great course. It is a tough test. It's one that you're going to see more and more of because it's going to play host to the 2022 President's Cup, which is going to be a ton of fun. It's a par 71, 7,600 yards. It was designed by George Cobb in 1961, and then there was a Tom Fazio renovation in 2016. To me, there's a couple of interesting or notable aspects of this course. Very long par threes. In fact, number 17, that's one of the more difficult holes on the golf course. It's 221 yards. A lot of it is over water. They're just big, beefy par threes. I think only one of them is going to play under 200 yards on the scorecard, and it's still going to probably be 185 yards or so. And then, of course, the Green Mile. So last week we had the Snake Pit. That was one of the most difficult closing stretches on the PGA Tour. That was at Copperhead. Well, this week, the Green Mile, 16, 17, and 18, that is the most difficult 3-hole closing stretch on the PGA Tour since 2003. Since this event has been created, this 3-hole stretch has played about a stroke over par on average. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're talking about the scoring average being over par for a 3-hole stretch on the PGA Tour, it is really, really hard. You're going to see a lot of big numbers there, and it is certainly no small task. If you enter the Green Mile with the lead on Sunday, you are going to be gripping the steering wheel very hard. You're going to be white knuckling this thing, trying to get it into the clubhouse, and making par at these holes all week long would be a gift. That is the way they're going to try to play those holes this week. Also notably, there is a lake at Quail Hollow that is stocked with fish. I'm not making this up. Brian Harman won the 2018 Player Fishing Tournament. Not only did he win in 17, the event, he wins the fishing tournament in 2018. This guy's doing it all. I'm not making it up. This is a real thing. I think it is hilarious and awesome. Looking at the field, this is always an interesting time when you are just a few weeks out from a major championship, because you've got a lot of golfers, especially the elite ones, trying to figure out what their schedule is going to be. Some guys like to play the week before a major. Some guys like to avoid that week and take the rest week. Some guys are going to wait and see. Maybe if they miss the cut this week, they're going to play at at the AT&T Byron Nelson. They're just going to make sure their game is comfortable. So we have this week, we have the AT&T Byron Nelson, and then we have the PGA Championship at Kiowa. So it's going to be interesting to see who plays next week. But for this week, we've got studs. We've got Justin Thomas, Jon Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, Rory McIlroy, Webb Simpson, Xander Schauffele, Will Zalatoris. Yeah, we're including Will Zalatoris in this group now. So plenty of big names at the top. And for success, for keys to success, the model that I run each and every week on RickRunGood.com is pretty clear. There are some strong correlations this week, but the strongest is strokes gained off the tee. It ranks 5th. That means there are only 4 other courses on the PGA Tour where strokes gained off the tee was more closely correlated to success at an event. And this is pretty strong history considering there's only been 1 year Quail Hollow has not been the host. So there is plenty of good data for this model. So I absolutely trust it. There were other strongly correlated stats like strokes gained tee to green. That probably goes most places. Driving distance and strokes gained approach. All of them were top 14 stats, meaning that there were only at most 13 other courses in which those stats were more important for success. So who are these guys? Well, they're pretty easy to pick out. And quite frankly, strokes gained off the tee aligns a lot with just the best players on the PGA Tour. So you're considering guys like Bryson DeChambeau, Jon Rahm, and of course, Rory McIlroy going for that opportunity to be a 3-time champion at the Wells Fargo Championship. Again, obviously much more to come. I love this course. It's always a fun week. It's in a pretty good spot in the schedule, so we have a great field. It should be a tough test all the way through 72 holes. Again, plenty of content coming. I hope you enjoyed just the quick first look appetizer. You can tweet me at RickRunGood, or you can leave a comment below. Best of luck this week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.